Season is in full swing here on the Gulf Coast, and law enforcement agencies urge you to stay safe on the water. We talked to some of you today about boating preparedness. As the temperatures continue to heat up on the Gulf Coast, many of you are heading out on the water to relax and cool off. The shortest red snapper season on record has been busy for the Coast Guard. They tell us they've had a number of calls in the past 2 weeks, including the burn victims yesterday.
That was our first call. We had another call immediately after.
Officials say there may not be a Good Samaritan nearby if you get in trouble on the water. That's why it's important to be prepared. Retired Minister Pat Dunn says after recent surgery, it will be a few weeks before he's able to take his 31-foot boat out on the water again. When he does, he says it will be stocked with all the necessary safety gear.
Make sure you got at least 2 fire extinguishers. Check the date on them, make sure they work, make sure they're ABC, make sure nobody's stolen them.
Larry Hendrickson says he tries to take his boat, What the L, out at least once a week. He says safety is a priority on his vessel.
You carry the required equipment, the life jackets, the horns, flares, fire extinguishers, bilge pumps. You carry the marine radio, two-way radio, also cell phones, whatever resources you have at hand.
Hendrickson has never ran into any serious trouble on the water, and he hopes to keep it that way.
You've always got to be prepared. It's like having insurance. You don't want to use it, but you want to have it.
A few simple items can save your life in an emergency. The first is a life jacket. Boaters are required to have 1 life jacket per person on board plus 1. Some other equipment you'll want to have on board: flares, a marine radio, and a GPS device. And finally, leave a detailed float plan with a friend or relative. If you don't return, rescuers will know where to look. The Coast Guard says last year alone, 101 people on the Gulf Coast died in boating accidents.